What's going on, guys? It's Dvzl here, and I'm part of Team Stand and Draw. Alright, that's the new team from our previous team, which was Team Lost Prophecy, but things happen, We changed the name, a couple members joined, added, all that good jazz. But we're the new team of Stand and Draw. So, with our coming back, since we haven't been on in a while, I decided to do a deck profile of my new Dimension Police deck. It's been getting me a couple good games, but want to see if I could show you guys how it goes. So it's not really standard. It's pretty custom to my liking. All right, so the starter right here is Daiyusha. His skill, take 4 dimensional robos on the field, put them in the soul if you have a grade 2 or greater Vanguard, and superior ride a grade 3 dimensional robo from the deck. And I run 2 of him, one as a starter and one as the regular card in the deck. I do that because Narukami or anybody retiring units on my field, when he gets retired, I always want another one to get. Alright, trigger lineup goes as following. I have 4 heal, 5 draw, because drawing is kind of crucial for this deck. Sometimes I do want to ride up to grade 3, but then it does minus you, so I always want the right cards in my hand. And last but not least, I run 7 critical triggers. 4 being the dimensional robo cards, so I can put them in the soul. When they get out of the soul, 3k on them, and 3k on Van. Alright, so that's the trigger lineup right there. Alright, my grade 1s are as followed. I have 2 Commander Laurel. Alright, Commander Laurel's skill is if my Vanguard hits my opponent's Vanguard, then I can rest 4 units on the field and stand up my Vanguard again. Which he's good at helping me gain hand power just in case I don't have it for later game. And always is a better threat. Always a good threat. Alright, so next I have 3 Die Tiger. Die Tiger's the 10k beat stick, as some people call it, but he gets 3k if I have the Dimensional Robo Vanguard on rear guard. So he's pretty much a 10k hitter on grade 1. Alright, next we have Die Mariner. Now this was a tough choice. I was thinking if I wanted to use Die Lander or not, since it counterblasts for the power. But Die Mariner actually is a 7k, so if I don't use the counterblast, then it was either counterblast for 4k or have him on rear guard and put him in the soul for 3k later. So he made that choice pretty well. His skills same as the critical trigger. When you take him out of the soul, you get 3k on Van. Next I have 3 Die Brave. Die Brave, ooh, he's such a good card. I've been waiting for him since the trial that came out. Alright, so Die Brave's skill is similar to Die Mariner, but when he gets taken out of the soul, the Vanguard gets a new skill, and that skill is if it hits your opponent's Vanguard, then you get you counterblast 1 and draw a card. This also helps me to retain hand power, and they don't want to block it. And last but not least, crucial in every deck, 3 perfect guards. Now I'm not running 4 because truthfully 4 is kind of cluttering up. It tends to clutter up, and for now we don't have the dimensional robo perfect guard, so 3 is just good enough for me. I tend to see it just a good amount, just the right moments. Hasn't let me down yet. Alright, so for the grade 2s, I have 2 Die Lady. When she hits the Vanguard on rear guard, I can give any dimensional police unit on the field 3k. Now she's good for adding pressure, which is always something you want in Vanguard. Next I run 2 of the Die Fighter. Die Fighter is a 10k vanilla for Dimension Police, but Dimensional Robo, so he could be put in his soul with Daiyusha skill. Then I have Die Kaiser. He's like the mini grade 2 break ride, which is good for Daiyusha. If you ride on top of him, if any Dimension Police rides on top of him, that new Vanguard gets 5k, which is I consider the mini break ride. And also it's a Dimensional Robo. And last but not least for my grade 2s is 3 Die Dragon. as people been calling him. He is considered the 12k beat stick, but um, on rear guard he gets 3k if I have Dimensional Robo Vanguard, so he's a 12k hitter. And 2 from the trial deck and 1 from BT08. Alright. And last but not least, the grade 3s. Now, it's kind of shocking, but truthfully, I only have 9 grade 2s because I want to get a decent amount of grade 3s so I can use the break ride skill. But let's get into it. Daiyusha, I run 4 Daiyusha from the trial deck because Daiyusha's his skill is still adds pressure. Even though it's not limit break, it's still pretty good. Not much to say there. If its attack is 14 or greater, he gets a critical. Pretty much not more to say there. Adds to the other grade 3s. Next I have 3 of the cross ride for Daiyusha. Now, he's one of the main things I like to ride in this deck besides the break ride. His skill is during my turn, if I have 3 or more, if the number of dimensional rebels in the soul is 3 or more, then I get plus 2k and a critical. His next effect is if I don't have a Dimensional Police Vanguard or Rear Guard, he loses 2k. And if I have Dimensional Police Daiyusha, Super Dimensional Robo Daiyusha in the soul, then he gets 2k. Cross ride, pretty much. I enjoy having this on Rear Guard and this on Van, and then using Daiyusha's skill. That way I don't have to waste a turn being 10k. And last but not least, you have the break ride, Dai Kaiser. He is the new break ride that recently just came out for Dimension Police. He works good in any deck. Truthfully, any deck, in my opinion. Somewhat the best in this deck, but he works good in any deck. His skill pretty much is Counterblast 1. If another Dimension Police card rides on top of him, then that Dimension Police unit gets 10k and then a critical. And the new skill, if he drive checks a grade 3, then you get to pop something out of the Guardian Circle. Pretty much is what has been causing a lot of pressure from my opponents these past couple of days. So that's why I have a higher number of 3s, and a lot of Dimensional Robo cards. So this deck is pretty techy. Just gotta know exactly what you want to ride and when you want to do certain skills, because once you run out of Dimension Beast in the soul, then he just becomes a cross ride number. That's still good, but you always want to pressure people with the critical. Alright, so with that being said, let's get on to the profile and, well, the team profile in general. Since we've been off for a while, we haven't really gotten time to put up videos, so you can go into tournaments and stuff like that. So we're gonna try and do videos almost every week on Saturday, sometime on the weekends, whenever we can get that up. It's not gonna be a lot of videos, I'm not gonna lie to you, but we'll try to get it to you. Truthfully, lots been happening. Some of us in college, some of us are working, and our time slots have been kind of few and slim. So I'm gonna try and work back into Vanguard. We're still in Vanguard. It's just that times are kind of tough. So hoping you guys stick subscribed with the channel. We know the new OTT box is coming out, so we might have a box opening for that. Quinn might purchase a couple boxes. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. And Set 13 is also coming out, and a lot of good cards in there. I might personally buy a box, so I might do a box opening myself. And if any more questions or comments, or if you guys like the deck profile, let me know your comments or anything about our whole channel. Just comment. Give us your feedback. We truthfully appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys probably this Saturday. See you guys later.